Every now and again, there are comics I want to sit down and review, but then I read them, and I realise they are tricky to review for some reason. This is Excellent Men Legends 213, and maybe this cover doesn't grab you at all, but that is okay because it has sod all to do with the issue. This was when Marvel did the bold move of publishing what was a Dr. X solo title, and it came out the gate swinging with so much promise and so much quality. And then after these first few issues, it meekly sat down again and started doubting itself. Good recap page here, good in the sense that it fills in a reader with everything they need to know. I have reviewed the 2 parts before this, albeit ages ago, so if you want a better handle on what the story is, go and watch them. Dr. X is being telepathically attacked by Sinestro. Sinestro, he died before this story, but now his psychic remains are trying to connect to powerful muties and override their minds. He wants to make them new vessels for himself. This involved a lot of stuff with DNA imprinting and things like that. Over on the non-astral train, Ed Gambit is defending Dr. X's physical body from a crack squad of professional hitmen. And Ed Gambit is saved by the surprise entrance of Kevin Bacon, star of the EE adverts, Kevin Bacon. A, like Dr. X, is another of Sinestro's targets. And this means that this time A is on the same side as the good guys. Really like how he is written in this story. Best he has ever been written. Kevin Bacon has never been an interesting character, but he appears to be compelling in this. If you don't know, you probably already know, but if you don't know, his mutie powers are that he absorbs kinetic energy and transforms it into strength. You hit him and he hits back stronger, basically. He is traditionally seen as the leader or one of the leaders of the Bondage Club. He of course dates back to Christopher Clairvoyant and Jason Byrne and the Dark Phoenix saga. And despite continued appearances for the decades since then, he has never really mattered that much. Overshadowed by just about every other character he has ever shared a scene with. A bit like the actor Kevin Bacon. The scenes with Sinestro and Dr. X, they are great too. I did simplify down Sinestro's plot. I thought I wouldn't be able to review this because it would take 10 minutes to explain it all. But one of the things with this focus on Dr. X is that it comes after years of lousy writers trying their damnedest to make Dr. X totally morally bankrupt. Every unoriginal writer would approach the Excellent Men with the same idea. What if we reveal Dr. X as this dark secret that he kept hidden from everyone, and maybe even mentally fucked with them to keep it hidden. This series immediately acknowledges all these dodgy things, all these plot lines about Dr. X's past, and it teased them as being explored through the ongoing story arc of Dr. X, recovering from a near-death experience, deciding to travel the world and re-examine his past. Stuff like his neglected son, his stillborn twin sister, the danger room, the retconned into existence secret excellent men team, Onslaught Man, his bad relationships with women. The series falters though. It gets sudden stage fright and then abandons its plans. It brings in Wolfman for an appalling story, and then it boots Dr. X away to make it into an excellent men team book led by Rouge. It's upsetting because these first few issues really do present a solid case for a Dr. X series, and the idea of tackling these retcons and bad directions in a manner to resolve Dr. X and his culpability is appealing. Even the supporting cast, very good. We have Ed Gambit. He is here. And this follows his eel-faced turn. First he was transformed into one of Armageddon's jockeys. And then after that he started palling around with the paraders. This is allowing him to redeem himself, earn back some favour after he stupidly went evil. We have Kevin Bacon as well, already mentioned him. The problem with him is that we also set up another story for him, which never really gets told. The book gives up on that. Some Sinestro backstory here. We see how he had planned this entire thing almost a lifetime ago, and it is only coming into fruition now. We also start to uncover that there are other players at the table. Whoever sent the assassins after Dr. X seems to be working against Sinestro and trying to stop them from coming back. That person is a deep cut from continuity, Black Womb. This Ard Tart, who was an acquaintance of Sinestro in the past, but began resenting him. Black Womb is a Fabio Nicieza character. She first appeared in Ed Gambit's solo series from the early 2000s. This is something I like about this story and this series. It wasn't just taking the big beats from Christopher Clairvoyant stories. It was taking Black Womb from 2001. It had Carter Ryken in the first part. It had Dr. X thinking of Dennis Ogan alongside Cyber and Thunderpath. We get exposition about how Black Womb wants her ultimate revenge on Sinestro by denying him resurrection, and how she also has been waiting for this for years, as she had discovered his secret plan and wanted to avert it. She is a mutie who is immortal, but her body continues to age and wither. Her revenge is pretty fantastic, actually. She not only wishes to deny Sinestro his chosen body, Dr. X, but she wants Sinestro to be forced to resort to taking over her mind. So he is forever trapped in the frail, decrepit, immortal body. Sinestro, he manages to manipulate Dr. X's sense of good to martyr himself to stop Black Womb from winning, just as Ed Gambit and Kevin Bacon crash the party. The tragedy is they are too late, and Dr. X has already surrendered to Sinestro. And on that bombshell, this story gets a recommendation from me. The next issue even introduces the sexiest character since a certain demonic bondage wife of Cyclists. I am weary about reviewing that next issue. There could be cum stains all over it. A joke, there's not. Although, she is so kinky she probably would like to be covered in dry, crusty sperm. I'll rate this 7 thumbs up.